Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having an awesome day today. So, this morning didn't turn out so awesome for me. Came out to start my truck, sitting outside, it was about 20 degrees. And I have been having issues with my starter. Sometimes it just clicks, so I was carrying a hammer in my truck to whack it, give it a couple whacks every time it would click, and usually it would fire up right, and it would work after I give it a couple taps. Well, this morning I went out, my battery was almost dead, and it cranked over, ran out of battery, and since then it'll only click, it won't start at all. So what we have here is we're going to be replacing the starter. We have a new starter right here. We're going to put it on this thing. So that's what we're going to be doing for the first part of this video. So now when you do a battery, make sure that you pull your ground. Well, you can pull both battery cables off, but make sure you pull your hot off, not the ground, the hot. That way you don't short out anything when you're down there. So we're gonna start pulling this thing out, and this one should cure our issues. So now we got our power cable off. So now down here you can see there's a starter. There's a down back in there, of course, where the starter is. So there's a bolt up at the top. It's covered by this line here. It's back up behind there, and there's one down on the side, and then there's one around the back. And we got the two cables, the big main cable and then a small wire right there. So we gotta pop those two wires off, pull the 3 bolts out, and then it'll come right out. So I'll probably get it from the bottom mostly. I mean, I'll have to get the top bolt from the top, but we finally got the starter back in, the new one in, or old one out, new one in. So down here, let me show you. We have, oh my, this tripod is getting in the way. Okay, so there you can see it down there. Got all the wires reconnected and everything. Got it all bolted up good. And there's the old one, all greasy and dirty and worn through its useful life. So it is actually a Chrysler one. I believe it might be the original one, but I'm not exactly sure. Can't tell for certain, but got the new one in there, and everything is tight. So now we just have to see if this thing will fire up. So she is a whole lot better. You saw it fired instantly right there. So I believe that fixed our starter issue. So I'm going to clean up my tools and be on to the next thing. So the last thing we have here is we got our, when you had to do a new blow-by tube, I had to cut the old one out because it was in the way of the starter. So here's the old one. It's all brittle and old. As you can see, I cut it there, and it's all cracked and ugly. So pulled that off. It's just this little ring deal holding it on to the tappet cover. So toss that. We got us some nice new hose here. Put us a nice hose clamp on that, and and then just run it back. I got it a little longer than the old one was, so you can run it back a little farther and it's not just dumping oil down towards the starter. So you're gonna get that on and that should do it. So I did get it done, as you can see. Back up behind there, you can see the clamp that I put on it there, right back in there. I ran it back over top the starter real conveniently back a little ways, so it's nice and out of the way. Ran it down back along underneath there, so I don't know if you can see, but I do have it coming just this side of the starter there. So before it was down between the starter and the block, and I could not get to the bolt on the back, which is why I cut it out of there. So guys, that is gonna do it for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys next time around.